Hey, Kathy Harris here again. I wanted just to talk to you a little bit more about the practice growth blueprint and explain why it's important that you give this some thought. But before we start, I want to apologize and make a confession. So my apology first and foremost is going to be I have a home office and I have a home dog. And as quiet as he often is during the day, when I start recording, he sometimes gets a little loud. So if he does, I'm apologizing now. I'll try and go and let him out. But he can bark. But the second thing that I wanted to really say to everyone is a confession. I'm not comfortable on camera. It's not something that I've done a lot of. And so I decided I needed to get better at it. And when you're trying to do something new, and for me the something new is being on camera, not having a script, and not being that great with technology. So I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you give me a little bit of leeway if they're not perfect, but video is huge, and I would be encouraging you to use that in your practice to capture patient testimonials and so on. Anyways, let's get to it. Why is a blueprint, the dental practice growth blueprint, important, and what would it provide you with? Well, first of all, it will identify the critical foundations that you must have in place if you want to grow. It'll help you identify strategies to bring in new patients. It'll identify what you need to look at to ensure that you're maximizing the production from your existing patients, and that's a big one. That's often where I start with dental practice owners. Are you maximizing your existing patient base? It's much easier to work with your existing base than it is to bring in new patients, so we want to make sure we do that. And finally, the practice growth blueprint touches on all of the important KPIs that you should be tracking and measuring. And I'll tell you, you can achieve 5 to 25% growth in your practice just by measuring and tracking these KPIs. It's almost magical in my opinion. So this is what I want you to start to do. Just a second here, my technology. Okay, so how can you access this blueprint? Well, it's being made available to everyone in this group. Print it off, review it, and then go back and watch the very first video where I talked about how to use the blueprint, because it really does necessitate engagement with your team. So next video is going to start looking at the KPIs and helping you get set up to track those. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.